This video is sponsored by PCBWay, and you should check out their design challenge below.
Real taco!
This hit had as much energy as a rifle bullet or this small meal. How'd we end up here? It all started with this gigantic homemade oven. After our first time at Proving Grounds, we realized we were going to go through a lot of these UHMW shells, and making them with a weed burner torch is not the most repeatable process. So Taylor from my team made this propane-powered oven following guides for powder coating ovens. And it still kind of sucks making a 1-inch thick UHMW taco shell, but this does make it significantly easier. Next we assembled our frames, which this time around is made of 1-inch thick aluminum slabs.
Sorry, I'm ruining the picture.
No, it's a video. You're fine.
We installed our new brass bushings, which flank our new double-bladed weapon. Last time we lost all 4 weapon belts, so this time they're much more protected.
There we go.
The shell goes on, held in place by our new shock-absorbing side ribs, and now we arrive at the final design change, which is our rear omni wheel.
Why is it so fast?
I think we need to remake those and
Alright, started.
This rear omni wheel was a design project in and of itself. Our team member Warren did it. There's not really an off-the-shelf omni wheel that would survive robot combat, so this is 1-inch thick UHMW with a reinforcement steel plate and then a bunch of skateboard wheels.
That is so much faster than last time.
We then added some plastic decor. Fun fact, this is responsible for 100% of the injuries this robot has caused, and tested the weapon. And with that, we were ready to go, or at least we thought we were. We loaded the bot up, and I took the drive from Denver to Las Vegas. Once we were there at the arena, we made sure that our robot met weight.
250.
Did a little bit of practice driving.
Ooh, that was spicy.
And scoped out our competition, which for this weekend was Magnitude.
This is massive.
That's badass, man.
There it is. Nice.
Needless to say, I was pretty nervous about our first match, given that they were basically a 4-wheel drive Minotaur, and they'd previously gone a full 3 minutes against Hypershock.
Yeah, that's a much better rear wheel speed.
But tuning was done, and it was time for the Saturday show.
Go Tuesday! How about that?
In case you were wondering, Taco Guys will give you one last chance to walk away.
Here we go, Proving Ground! Fight! Let the bot battle begin!
Immediately, Taco Tuesday feels more maneuverable than the previous Proving Ground weekend. The Magnitude starts off by almost hitting our front wheel. They are definitely faster.
Okay, like you said, look at that!
But then, what's
Gets
this?
knocked over,
Magnitude's
right
suddenly
back.
unable to drive on its
Remember,
left side, but
he's
that
operating the
starts to work again.
polarizers.
I don't know what's going on with their speed controllers.
Oh, don't do that!
Then again, I'm not exactly taking advantage of it because once this
Each
heavier
bot has
weapon
a
is spun up, the
slightly
gyro forces are
different
insane. Way
vertical
more difficult to
spinner.
control than previous.
Whoa! Little air from Taco Tuesday. That is a crunchy shell, obviously. Oh! Wow!
Magnitude gets a hit in, and hey look, our compliant mechanism shock absorbers in action.
Oh!
We get a hit in, and Magnitude loses one of its weapon belts.
That was weapon to weapon and huge.
Magnitude continues to have weird issues with the left side drive, and I continue to be unable to control the gyroscopic forces of our new weapon.
That taco shell seems to be holding up pretty well.
It does, Bill. It's definitely doing its job so far.
Oh! Oh my!
The Weeble Wobble self-righting is working as intended. My bot is starting to drive a little differently, and we've lost half of our weapon
Magnitude
belts.
so low to the ground. Oh!
What's it doing?
And at one point, our
minute, Nick,
opponent
just
realizes
over a minute
that the
remaining
robot
now,
does
folks.
drive fine, backwards.
As we always do. Enough.
Oh boy! Oh!
And then, after one of
On
the
his side,
hits, our
back on
weapon
his
finally bites the
shell.
dust.
That's
Which
why
ironically
just
makes the
pops right,
robot
we get a
drivable
knockout.
once more.
10,
9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3.
The last half of the match is a slog, and it goes to the judges, which, in the case of Proving Grounds, is the cheering crowd.
Taco Tuesday!
This guy clearly realizes that we lost, but we have the kids.
Magnitude!
Does not happen often, but it's so close. I'm going to call it. It's a draw.
It's
ladies
a draw,
and gentlemen.
ladies and gentlemen.
It's got to be a draw.
That was one of the greatest Proving Ground fights we've ever had, ladies and gentlemen. Keep it going.
And you
for
know
both
what?
teams.
I'm not going to complain. People like the taco. Now for the fun part of checking out the damage. All of our grade 8 bolts holding the weapon discs on had been sheared, likely from when we hit them while their blade was rotating downwards. This could have been avoided with a better hub design. We did the design we did because it was cheap, because you can do it entirely on a lathe, but it did fail.
Easy.
You know your weapon shaft is bent when it's this hard to extract. Magnitude, on the other hand, was pretty much fine. Couple nicks on the side, couple nicks on their weapon. We did get their weapon pulley, though. Also, literally, while I was recording this voiceover, merch came. I know people really wanted merch. If you want to support the team, check out the link in the description. As for repairs before the next fight, our team doesn't really have money for spare parts, so we just threw it all back together. The hub still has a stress fracture circumventing the entire flange. That's probably going to be an issue. The shell's still beaten up. The only thing that we did do, though, is we added more junk in the trunk. So we removed one of the weapon motors, reallocated that weight to the rear, cut some little grooves in the omni-wheel wheels just to try to increase the traction in the rear, maybe improve our maneuverability. Because the gyro forces of our new weapon have simply been hard to control. And for the second match, Magnitude decided to use this big-ass wedge, which we have no way to counter. Typically you use forks to counter wedges like this, but we don't run forks. Because in my opinion, forks are lame. Let's see how that opinion works out for me.
Let's give them something to taco about.
Proving Ground.
Fight, 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 fight.
Let the bot battle begin.
With their wedge equipped, I decided I have to go around to the side and hit them from there, but he is just way too fast.
Oh! Aerial taco. What is going on?
And boom, that is it. That is one of the shortest BattleBots matches I've ever seen. And here's the view from the driver's area. This is why teams run forks and wedges. It teed us up for the perfect hit. And when a go-kart sized object is flying towards your face, your brain doesn't really register that there is in fact a bulletproof wall between you and the bot.
Yeah, we were trying to deflect that energy up and throw him into the weapon, and it happened.
Wow, and really, we are having, like I said, hard time opening the doors right now, ladies and gentlemen, because there appears to be a giant taco there.
Sorry about that.
That was spectacular.
And you guys spent all night fixing your robot up, so a lot of work went in. A little disappointing, I know, Carter, but I got to give you guys credit. You got your bot ready, you were here, and you were ready to fight.
Yeah, massive shout out to this team for getting this bot back in one piece, and amazing driving.
Let's give it up, folks, for our winners, Team Magnitude!
Wow, yes indeed. I told you it was a special day. Thank you, Chad. Thank you, Carter.
feel like.
Our battery box was shattered, and then when the robot landed, it actually slightly bent our entire rear weldment. Also, we later discovered that over half of our grade 8 chassis bolts had been sheared, so our whole chassis was just holding on by a thread after that hit.
We did something to you guys, but
And all Magnitude had was a couple little gashes on their weapon. And you know what? If you're going to get knocked out, that's how you want to go. That was awesome, even if we lost. And 1 month from now, we have a chance at redemption. We fight Magnitude again a month from now, as well as Witch Doctor and Doom. So if you want to support us for that, again, merch is in the description. You can sponsor us. It's going to be on the official BattleBots channel, YouTube channel. So there's an opportunity for more sponsor exposure. And one last shout out to PCBWay. They provided the CNC machining for our bot. Thank you so much to PCBWay for supporting us, and check them out in the link below. Thanks for watching. Have a good one.
Okay.
well, yeah, duh, it doesn't have the post on.